Same thing. It's not anything new. He saw it last year. He saw it all this year. So, you know, we know we'll continue to see it.
You say you always say, focus on the job at hand. A lot of teams obviously play half rosters today. You guys go out there and play overtime, full day. Just kind of what you saw from the guys today.
You just keep going. We're playing for something. So are they, right? So, some teams. The only team that I felt was Boston because of the situation they put themselves in. Everyone else was fighting for something. So, you look at the way all these games are unfolding. It's just the way it is. Yeah. Well, what I loved about the way OG handled today, and our team for that matter, was we went through some ups and downs, and we took a good hit. We were behind, and we didn't play great, but in the end, we found a way to win. And you got to win different ways. And I love that he stayed with it. So he showed a lot of mental toughness, and DeMar's a load to deal with on every possession. I think he knows him well. And sometimes he's going to make he's got the ability to make shots. He's a great shot maker, one of the best. And OG, the thing I love, even if he's going to make you work, even if you score on him, he's going to come back the next time and do it again and again and again. And that's what you love that about him, his staying power, right? And then he found a rhythm offensively. So, we need him at his best. Well, everyone has a little limp. I mean, if you're playing hard, you got something. There's 82 games into the season. I mean, Jesus. I don't know. They just told me he was unavailable the second half. So, yeah, just more probably precautionary. So, we'll see. Yeah, it was quick during the game. He just said he was unavailable the second half. So, you go from there. Well, and the thing is, every season when you go into the season, there's a number of possibilities, a number of things that you're going to have to navigate through. And that's what I loved about this team. And it was right from the start. Mitch got hurt, then Julius, then OG, then so we don't have a starting front line. But then we had a number of guys step up and just play great. And I think that's important for the team to see what Jalen did, to see what Josh Hart did, to see Isaiah. Dante, it was good. And you have to be a team. It's not the best individuals. It's the best team. And so there was no quit in this team. They fought every night. Some nights we fell short, but hopefully we learned from it and we got better. And that's what the spirit of this team is very strong.
Can you talk about Precious in overtime?
Yeah, it's huge. And the thing that was going back and forth was, Vucevic was a load to deal with. But also when they went small, and when teams go small, what Precious gives you is the ability to switch. So I thought that was important for us as well. And then he had a big putback too, so he did some really good things for us.
There's a lot of wide margins just across the league. Does a game like this, playing a game like this, set the tone for what it's going to take in the playoffs, or is this just the way?
Well, I think everything does matter. And that's just me personally. And so we talk about it. We want from the start of the season. We want to be playing our best at the end, and so that's something we strive towards every day. And then the playoffs start, and you're at a zero base again, and you got to earn everything. And so hopefully we've built the right habits that'll put us in position to win.
Coach, you love to take, you knew Anunoby, Bogdanovich, these guys before they got to the team, but now that you've had about a half season with all of them, what have you learned about them as players, and how will that help the team in the playoffs?
Well, one, they're high character guys. They care about the team, and that's important to us as an organization. So I think Leon and his staff have identified those type of players, and I think they come in, they fit in. And even the guys that aren't in the rotation, they're adding a lot to our team as well with the way they prepare and the way they practice and the way they support each other. And so we always talk about we have to be the best team. Be the best team. It's not the best individual. Be the best team. just stay with it. Like we messed up a couple things. Just fix it. Do the things that we have to do to get back in position to win the game. So, and that's what you love about these guys. They're going to keep fighting. They're not going to throw the towel in. They're going to fight.
Tom, for you personally, what does it say about the team that, I mean, you end with a game like this, you take it to overtime, you really didn't need to win the game, but nobody thought that way. What does it say to you about the team that you played that way?
Well, I think when you have competitors, it doesn't matter. Like, competitors compete. It doesn't matter if it's a game, if it's one-on-one, if it's a shooting game, if it's dominoes, if it's, some crazy podcast, whatever, they compete. And so, and you don't have to, like, wind these guys up. And that's what I love about them, right? They, and sometimes, we're not going to be perfect. We'll make some mistakes, but they're going to compete. And I think that's important.